video on entrepreneurship. This is just going to be a general video or general discussion and nothing specific. There could be hundreds of combinations, and I'm just discussing some of them. It's just a general discussion. I'm going to just talk about this entrepreneurship or how a person could become an entrepreneur. Okay, so I'm just going to discuss some of the combinations, planetary combinations. There could be hundreds of planetary combinations, but I'm just going to discuss the combinations. Okay, so for the entrepreneurship, uh, the first house that is very important, that house, the name of the house is fifth house. So if a person is really skilled, then this person may become an entrepreneur, an inventor, a skilled person, a very creative person. So creativity comes from the fifth house, and that's why fifth house is super important. So if a person has got good planets in the fifth house, then that person it may not be always a good planet. It could be Mars, it could be Ketu, it could be Rahu, or it could be Venus, or it could be Mercury. But whatever be the planet, if that planet is strong, then that person may become an entrepreneur. Also, there are two more things that need to know, that 10th house Lord, the Lord of the 10th house, should be connected to the 5th house. If the Lord of the 10th house is connected to the 5th house, then the person may get more chances or more opportunities to become an entrepreneur. Next one is the Lord of the 11th house in the 5th house. So 10th house Lord and 11th house Lord, either of them, if 10th house Lord is in the 5th house or if 11th house Lord is in the 5th house, then a person may become an entrepreneur. Okay, and because this person may not be interested in a job, I have also seen that 10th house Lord in 5th house or 11th house Lord in 5th house makes a person very, very, very creative. And these people, they just don't want to do any jobs. Okay, and when 11th house Lord is in the 5th house, what happens is that this person may gain some money or may earn because of his creativity. And if 10th house Lord is in the 5th house, then what happens is that this person's whole career depends on his or her skills. Okay, so the person's skills, they matter when it is about to become an entrepreneur. Now, another house that is also very important, okay, apart from the 5th house. For example, a person has got no planet in the 5th house, and the person's 5th house Lord is also not connected to 10th or 11th. So even in that case, the person may become an entrepreneur. How? If the first Lord is connected to 11th house, or if the first Lord is connected to 10th house. So 11th house Lord in the first house, it could be like this also. Okay, so 11th house Lord in the first house, or the first house Lord in the 10th house, or the 10th house Lord in the first house. Okay, 11th house Lord in the first house, or first house Lord in the 11th house, 10th house Lord in the first house, or first house Lord in the 10th house. If any of these opportunities are there, if any of the combinations are there, then the person may try to become an entrepreneur, and this person may love to create his or her own business or company. Why? Now the question is why? Because first house denotes a person himself or herself. Okay. So what happens is that when Lagna or the ascendant is super powerful, or it is connected to 10th house or 11th house, that means success comes from you. Success comes from that person. or 10th house means the whole job or the whole career depends on the first house, then the person may try to open a company or may have a very creative idea, and using that idea that person may become an entrepreneur. Okay. Okay, so last but not the least, third house also plays a very important role if a person wants to become an entrepreneur, because third house means going against the surroundings. For example, a person has got Jupiter in the third house. I'm just giving you because good planets in the third house, or the certain planets in the third, not good planets, but certain planets in the first house, third house, especially the friends of Jupiter, all the friends of Jupiter, they may, for example, Moon, Sun, Mars, Jupiter, they may help a person to become an entrepreneur, because the person may go against the tide. Okay, the person may swim against the current. That means that, for example, a person has got all the people in the person's house and the surrounding area, they go for jobs, but this person may not want to go for the jobs. This person may want to go for the uh, to become an entrepreneur, to become an entrepreneur. So this person may do something different. So if third house is there, strong third house, or a planet, even a strong planet in the third house, or a good planet in the third house, then a person may also become an entrepreneur. Okay, now the last but not the least, the thing is that it is not also important that whether the person will become an successful entrepreneur, or the person may need a lot of attempts. First of all, success depends on the dasha. If a person has got no dasha, then the person has got no such good dasha, then the person may have to wait until that dasha comes or the period comes. And if, for example, a person has got connection with the fifth house and second house and 11th house, or second or 11th house, or 10th and second house, if any connection is there, second house in this case may matter, because second house means the savings, success, this kind of things. So here 11th second, 10 second, 5th second, they may matter, but it may not matter whether the first house lord will be in the second house or third house lord in the second. No, it may not matter. First and third house, they motivate a person. If strong first and third house is there, then the person may get motivated, but success may come only if 10th, 11th and 5th and second, they have got certain types of connection. Okay, there are a lot of, there are so many combinations. I just discussed some of them. In future I may create more videos. Okay, so that's the end of the video. More videos are coming. This is my channel Tathastu. If you want to learn Vedic astrology, you can follow my channel. Okay, bye.